a few years ago, Democrats might not have wanted to talk about protecting due process. But at the same time, you said a few years ago, Democrats might not want to talk about border security. What do you think led to the point where Democrats were unable to talk about both the basic values of rule of law and the basic values of generosity and kind of protecting basic rights? Like, how did we end up in a place where there was nothing you could say about immigration?
I think a lot of times you see politicians who will say, if I can identify a risk to something, that means I shouldn't do it. We are, as human beings, very bad at evaluating risk and reward. And so I think on the one hand, you've had a dynamic where we were lulled into a false sense of security, of the sort of cultural momentum of where we were. And I think it created an absolutism that has increasingly shrunk our ranks because it has excluded people who are with us on 90% of things, but disagree with us on 10% of things. I think people have been scared of getting canceled online. They've been scared of backlash to nuance. They've been scared to do politics because it's not appropriate performative outrage online. So I think they've been scared into not employing an approach that meets voters where they are. But then on the flip side, after the last election in particular, there was such a backlash to that people went, the lesson learned here is that we can never talk about these things, that we have to completely reject
price
it.
of eggs.
There is, for lack of a better term, a third way here.
Oh,
right?
no. Well, the last we'll ever see is Sarah McBride. Nice to know you.